Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Saturday, June 19th. Looking at some breezy conditions today, and it's going to lead to some critical fire weather conditions across most of central and eastern Idaho. It will be cooler tomorrow with a few showers and thunderstorms, and then we get a break as we head into Monday before more storms form Tuesday into it looks like Thursday at this point. And to those temperatures today, we may try to push towards a couple of records. It looks like we're going to stay shy of them, but we'll be close. Like I said, those critical fire weather conditions today. A little better chance of storms Sunday, up especially around the Island Park area. We still might see one or two in that area today. Looking at our weather and impacts outlook matrix, you can see some major impacts today with if we can get some fires going, and even if we don't have any fires going today, this is just going to continue to quickly dry out the fuels here in eastern Idaho. That's especially across the Snake Plain and the Magic Valley, and our fire weather zones across the South Hills, the Southeast Highlands, and up around Island Park. It's going to be hot, dry, and windy. Conditions not quite as critical in the Central Mountains, but still some conditions to worry about there, increasing the fire concerns around our area. For tomorrow, less breezy. We are looking at the potential of those few storms up around the Island Park, also maybe down towards Driggs as well. Monday, it does look like we may have to watch for a lake wind event with a northeast wind coming in Monday morning. We start to dry out again. We warm up again. Not necessarily a lot of wind on Monday, but you start to see the impacts increasing, especially when it comes to fire weather, fire concerns, critical fire conditions, especially as we have a better chance of storms for Wednesday and likely into Thursday across portions of central and eastern Idaho. For today, let's go ahead and jump ahead to the forecast right around 2 o'clock this afternoon. This is where we're kind of watching for today. Now, yesterday the models were doing something similar down south. All we saw was some mid-level clouds. We never saw any thunderstorms. We never saw any Virga downbursts yesterday. Something, again, to watch for up there for this afternoon. Showers, for the most part, will stay to the north until we get to tomorrow during the day. Go into tomorrow morning. You can see the potential, especially up north of the divide and east of the divide, for increasing showers. We get towards afternoon, we start to see some thunderstorms developing, a few here and there, most of them staying to the north and east of us. The most likely scenario is that we'll see showers and thunderstorms up along the Montana border as we go into tomorrow afternoon, across Island Park, maybe as far south as Driggs. The potential for anything outside of that area is very low, although some of the models, like this one, are showing maybe a few more once you get farther south and west. That's not likely at this point. So basically, Lost Trail Pass to maybe Gilmore Summit, across Fremont County down towards Driggs and the Big Holes for tomorrow. A few showers and thunderstorms developing. It's that time of year. Not a lot of moisture, so that means very little, if any, rain and some gusty winds with those storms. Those storms will die out tomorrow night as we lose afternoon heating, and that storm moves out of our area. So heading back to looking at some more specifics on the forecast. First, looking at satellite, and here's why we continue to watch for maybe a shower in the southeast corner. Didn't mention this a while ago, but there might be an early morning shower or a lightning strike down around Bear Lake, but the risk is just so low, it's not even mentioned in the forecast. We're talking the probability is way less than 10%. For this morning, those winds will start to pick up, and you can see those winds by this afternoon in some areas peaking just above 40 miles per hour, but common 30 to 35 mile an hour gusts across central and eastern Idaho. Just a little bit lower through sunset, but still very similar conditions in those areas with low relative humidities. That's why we have our red flag warnings out for these areas today. And some of those humidities hitting around 15% or less. Some areas across the Snake Plain may be well under 10% for the afternoon humidity. It's going to be cooler for today in some areas, that's for sure. Some more 90s in store, but a lot more of us in the lower elevations in the 80s this afternoon. That's because as that low starts to shift south, the pattern changes, and we're not seeing a lot of that extreme heat moving into our area. And those humidities for tonight, they start coming up, which is good, although down across the southern areas, especially in the higher elevations, still some poor humidity recovery is expected. And temperatures for tomorrow morning, you can see in those areas it'll stay in the 50s and 60s, cooler temperatures once you head farther north. Winds for tomorrow afternoon will be gusty out of the north once you get up towards the Montana border. Still across the Magic Valley into the South Hills, the Southeast Highlands, some of those gusts 25 to 35 miles per hour. But the humidities come up for tomorrow. We're not necessarily looking at widespread critical fire weather conditions, but something that'll be a concern. We'll have to watch that. For tomorrow, definitely cooler. We're going to be still above average, but a lot cooler than we've been over the past several days. We're not looking for anybody to get out of the 80s for tomorrow afternoon for afternoon highs. If you're going to be in the mountains for Father's Day, looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Continue to have humid or more moisture in the air Monday morning across the area, and it's going to be cooler, although it still stays closer to 60 with the down valley wind around Shoshone, Jerome, and Twin Falls. But we go into Monday afternoon. We start to dry out just a bit again. We don't have a lot of wind on Monday, but temperatures slowly rebounding once you get into the lower Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, Treasure Valley, down towards Oakley and Malad. Temperatures back into the low to mid-90s. Chalice close to 95 degrees. And you can see, once again, with high pressure over us, some of us are going to see, in terms of our fire weather partners, some very low and poor humidity recovery Tuesday morning in the higher elevations for any fires that we do get going. Temperatures will begin to warm up again on Tuesday morning. Dry air in place Tuesday afternoon, but with the potential of some showers and thunderstorms over the central mountains up towards Island Park. We might see a few down across the southern and southeastern highlands, but farther north, that's where the potential is there. Again, not a lot of moisture in place, so mostly gusty winds with those storms. Tuesday afternoon, we continue to warm up. Going into Wednesday, we start to see those humidities trying to come up a little bit. That's because there's a little more moisture in the air, but conditions are such, with it being so dry, a little more moisture in place, but increasing potential for thunderstorms. We're talking about the number of thunderstorms that could spell some issues for the fire weather community going into Wednesday. And because we have more moisture and a little bit more cloud cover in the area, temperatures starting to drop back once again. But that's the trade-off there is, again, thunderstorms, not a lot of rain, and some gusty winds. So like I said, it's going to be warm today, then we cool off briefly. We do have red flag warnings in effect for most of eastern Idaho. Not as critical for the central mountains, but certainly concerns there. A little better chance of storms tomorrow up around Island Park, maybe one or two today, and also down towards Bear Lake today. Otherwise, we dry out, then we have more showers and thunderstorms coming our way for the middle part of the week. Have a great day. Have a great Father's Day weekend, and stay safe, everyone.